And welcome back. Time now is 8:12, and in less than an hour, area Boy Scouts will be making their way into the Travis County Expo Center for ScoutJam 2010. From fishing to dirt bike riding, the day's activities are all centered around celebrating the Boy Scouts of America's 100th anniversary. And our own Bonnie Gonzalez is live out there. We go to her in Northeast Austin in the middle of all the action. And Bonnie, we're just looking at some video before we came to you, and it's not limited to boys in the Boy Scouts. It's girls, people of all ages are out there this morning.
That's right. I mean, the whole family can come out here and just have a blast. They've got more than 200 activities out here, and we're learning about all of them. The list is just so long, but let me show you one of them. We're joined here by some scouts, and Jake, you're going to kind of walk us through and tell us what you got set up here.
All right, so you take a bottle, just about 1/3 or less filled with water, and you put it on this apparatus here, and then you pump it full of air so that it's really high pressurized, and then you release the rocket so that it shoots up about 150 feet.
All right, and that's maybe something you guys are going to do later. I know you said you're having some little issues there with the launch, but it sounds like a fun time. And we're going to go over here. You know, we're still on the subject of science here, and Dr. Nealon is back here with an experiment. You're with the American Chemical Society, so tell us what you got here. I know you're going to show us a little demonstration right now, right? You've got one more ingredient to add in there.
Well, we're just making a bubble solution using oxygen, so we're going to generate bubbles chemically instead of blowing into it with a straw. And I'm going to demonstrate that now by adding a little bit of a catalyst here, and you can see that the bubbles are starting. We call this demonstration elephant toothpaste. And so the toothpaste is starting to form in this graduated cylinder right here. I'm going to add a little more catalyst. And you can see that lots and lots of bubbles have formed. And I'm going to prove to you that this is, these bubbles are made with oxygen by lighting this splint right here. And see, it's just a glowing splint. There's no flame. And then when I put it into, gotta try that again. I have a glowing splint. I'm going to put it out, and when I put it into this bubble solution, well, anyway, it's supposed to light up and prove to you that it's awesome.
All right.
That's what we're doing here today.
Well, that looks like a bunch of fun. I know you've got a lot of experiments for the scouts to see out here. Thank you very much. So, all kinds of stuff out here. Alana?
Hey, Bonnie. Thanks, Bonnie. We'll be checking back in with you. Now, if you plan to head out there, ScoutJam 2010 starts at 9 o'clock this morning and runs until 4 this afternoon, and it's out at the Travis County Expo Center. And welcome back. Time now 8:41. Boy Scouts are making their way into the Travis County Expo Center for ScoutJam 2010. From fishing to dirt bike riding, the day's activities are all centered around celebrating the Boy Scouts of America's 100th anniversary. And we now go live out to our own Bonnie Gonzalez in Northeast Austin in the middle of all the action, and in fact, inside a tent. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Alana. Well, I'm inside this tent because we're learning about camping, especially as it has to do with Cub Scouts, because even the Cub Scouts go camping. What do you guys think about camping?
Rocks! Awesome! It's awesome! Wicked! It's awesome!
Well, we're gonna step out here and learn some more about camping. Then, well, obviously, these guys love it. I love it, and we've got Mike joining us to tell us more. These guys are really pumped up about camping here. I mean, how does it get them excited?
Well, what it does, it gets them outside, and we do a lot of exciting programs with them. We take them out archery, BB guns. We also teach them cooking, fire starting, which they love. Every little kid has fire starting in them, right? Yeah. And we have a lot of fun with them. And Cub Scout camping is family camping, and that's really important because we bring the whole family out. We even have a sibling program at our camp. And if anybody's interested in finding out more about it, they can go to Google Sites and look up Air Cub World. Our schedule's there for our winter camp, our summer camp activities, plus the camps that we run all year round.
Well, let's talk more about what they learn. I mean, when they go camping, let's kind of walk through their equipment. You guys can help us out here. I mean, let's talk about what some of this stuff is over here.
Let's make a little bit of room. What we have here is a packaged up tent. It's all put away. And today, when the scouts come through, if they want to experiment and play putting up a tent, we'll take it out and let them put it up. The bucket of water is important because of a fire pit here. And the fire pit's really important because it contains the fire in one area, so it doesn't spread out. That's a cook stove there. Open it up, attach a propane can to it, and you rock and roll. Also, we have safety gear. Gloves, work gloves to protect your hands. And there's a backpack sitting next to it. And then we have mallets and other tools for putting things together, staking out the tent, setting up a cot. If you're old like me, a cot's really good to have. And then in the tent, you can see that we've laid out a tarp for them. And this is a very old style tent. This is a classic old Scout tent. The new tents today are much easier.
Well, thank you very much for explaining us, and I know those guys are just so fun to watch. They're having a ball, and it's just so remarkable to know that they learn all this at such a young age, and the goal is to kind of keep them interested, and so they'll continue to Boy Scouts, and then we'll have some potential Eagle Scouts. Alana?
Thank you, Bonnie. And yeah, we'll plan to check in with you next hour when the event is officially underway, even though it looks pretty busy right now. Thank you, Bonnie. Now, if you plan to head out there, ScoutJam 2010 starts officially at 9 o'clock, so in just a few minutes, and runs until 4 this afternoon, and it's out at the Travis County Expo Center.